Government officials unveils outcome, the second cycle of the United Nations Human Rights Council Periodic Review in Geneva, Switzerland, from January 20th to 23rd, according to the chairman of the Lao National Steering Committee on Human Rights.
Minister, Head of the President's Office, Chairman of the Lao National Steering Committee on Human Rights, Phongsavath Boupha, highlighted the Lao PDR's achievements in advancing the promotion and protection of human rights in Laos since the first cycle of the review in 2010. He noted that during the Universal Periodic Review UPR meeting, some 74 countries made statements and recommendations, many of which commended the efforts and achievements of the Lao PDR in the promotion and protection of human rights.
Of other countries in the promotion and protection of human rights. For the Lao PDR, the review under the UPR second cycle also takes place at an important time, as the Lao people of all ethnic groups and all walks of life later this year will celebrate the 40th anniversary of the foundation of the Lao People's Democratic Republic. This is all but meaningful for us because over the past 40 years, the national safeguarding and socio-economic development have significantly contributed to the enhanced promotion and protection of human rights of the Lao people.
During the meeting, the Lao delegation provided further information, explanations, and clarification on certain questions and issues of interest that led to a better understanding of the human rights situations in Laos.
สปป.ลาวประกอบด้วย49ชนเผ่าที่ดำรงชีวิตร่วมกันอย่างสันติตั้งแต่ใดมารัฐบาลลาวได้ดำเนินนโยบายสามัคคีเป็นปึกแผ่นและเสมอภาคระหว่างชนเผ่าที่เสมอต้นเสมอปลาย
The Lao delegation provided information regarding the ongoing investigation into the missing of Mr. Sombath Somphone, among other issues raised by some countries.
I would like to respond to the issues of the missing case Sombath Somphone. The missing of Sombath Somphone is shocking news for the Lao government, as is happened after the Lao PDR successfully hosted the 9th ASEM Summit in Vientiane. We have been wondering why he went missing exactly. During this time, I would like to confirm that the Lao government has never had any hidden negative attitude toward him who live his private life and perform his work in his personal interest and in the development of the Lao PDR over the past 30 years.
Mr. Phongsavath told that his disappearance is concerning for the Lao government, as is the disappearance of any Lao citizen.
The Lao government has always emphasized that innocent people will never be punished, and only those who violate the law will be punished. His missing is concerned by the Lao government like the missing of any Lao citizen. There have been many disappearance cases in the world due to the different reasons, including conflict with criminal groups. In some cases, the investigation could come to result quickly. Some cases needed years to solve, while other cases are still pending, despite the countries today have investigating technique of high technologies.
According to him, some organizations try to discredit the Lao government and tarnish the growing international reputation of the country by readily using this case as a pretext. Some foreign media and organizations even raise suspicions that the Lao government might have been behind the missing.
There are some organizations that try to discredit the Lao government and tarnish its increasing international reputation by readily using the missing case as a pretext. Some organizations even made accusation that the Lao government might have been involved in the missing. In this regard, these accusations can be refuted by referring to the mere fact that the incident happened in front of a police CCTV camera and the police authorities, based on their duties under the law, cooperate sincerely with his wife and relatives, allow them to view and record the CCTV footage. Also, those investigation steps and action undertaken so far by the investigation committee, the close supervision of the Ministry of Public Security, the concern openly expressed and the attention paid by the Lao PDR leadership are all indicative and the sincerity and seriousness of the Lao government in solving this case. I would like to give assurance that the concerned authorities of the Lao PDR are still seriously conducting the investigation and will continue to do so in order to find the truth and bring perpetrators to justice in accordance with the law of the Lao PDR.
I would like to provide information and respond to the questions.
Other issues that the Lao delegation provided further information, explanations, and clarification on include the independence of judiciary, the death penalty, freedom of religion, ethnic policies, resettlement and relocation policies, freedom of the press, including use of the internet, prison conditions, gender equality, rights of women and children, anti-human trafficking, progress in national socio-economic development, and poverty reduction. Altogether, there were 196 recommendations made during this review session, which the Lao PDR will consider and then inform the Human Rights Council in June 2015, regarding which recommendations it will accept.
In Laos, including severe restrictions on freedom of expression, peaceful assembly, association, and religion, as well as the right to take part in periodic and genuine elections.
According to Mr. Phongsavath, the National Steering Committee on Human Rights will hold workshops and consultation among government ministries and agencies and all relevant stakeholders in the process of consideration of the recommendations. The committee will report to the government for approval before informing the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva. The outcome of the draft report during the review, which is prepared by the Troika for the Lao PDR, namely Brazil, Côte d'Ivoire, and Qatar, was adopted on January 23rd. The outcome of the UPR second cycle review of the Lao PDR is scheduled to be held on the 29th session of Human Rights Council in June 2015 in Geneva, during which the consideration of the recommendations by the Lao PDR will be presented.